sorry, my battery died. I didn't want to wait too long to finish recording, so I decided to just use my iPhone. Hopefully it's clear and you guys can hear me. Day 11 for me, which was on yesterday, December the 28th. It was a balancing act. So I was battling between the testosterone and the estrogen yesterday, and I can tell because at certain parts of the day or interacting with different individuals, I noticed I was sometimes a little snappy and more like aggressive, more in a masculine state, but also at the end of the day, I was more in my feminine energy, wanting to be expressive and listen to soft like music, wanting to dance and stretch and just be in my feminine. So I noticed that, and it was interesting. But at the same time, I feel like as though I had balance because I knew what I was battling yesterday, which was the estrogen and testosterone levels. It's interesting. It's interesting just to see day by day how the hormones are affecting me and my energy and my moods. But for the most part, day 11, it was pretty low key. I did notice cravings were a little more intense, my sexual urges, and wanting to just be in that energy, I can say. It's not over the top, and I'm usually pretty dead on when I'm feeling the urge to procreate. And I can look at my calendar, I can look at my app, and it'll be like day 14, big O, big ovulation day. I'm not there yet. I do feel that energy increasing, but I'm just again taking that and using it to create in other ways. So that was day 11 in a nutshell. Today on day 12, I did notice for day 12 today, which is December the 29th, I did notice the cervical mucus is increasing, which is that white yolky type of discharge, and it's stringy, it's stretchy, it's more like I did notice that I'm definitely ovulating, and that's one of these signs for you and your menstrual cycle or in your ovulation, being able to predict ovulation. Cervical mucus is one of the signs. So I did notice my vaginal discharge is more mucusy, right? That doesn't sound good. Trying to give it to you guys as raw and authentic, but make it, tasteful, tactful. But yeah, so other than that, energy is good. I do continue to feel this sense of peaceful and calmness within, and I'm sure that's the feminine energy. The estrogen is on the rise, you guys. Definitely in my feminine the last few days, and I really enjoy this part. I really enjoy being a woman and experiencing the femininity, and I don't know, just that whole calming nature. Feminine energy it's not only creative, but it's nurturing, and I'm definitely in that zone. And I don't know, you guys, for you, what can you expect on day 11 and 12 in your menstrual cycle? By day 11, you should be ovulating at this point, and if not, no worries. It's coming. But for the majority of the women in a 27 day cycle, again, ovulation is around day 14. with your most fertile days being around days 8 to 14. So in day 11, again, you should be beginning to ovulate. Again, testosterone levels are being activated at this point due to the high level of estrogen. So again, your libido is revving up, which is your sex drive. And as mentioned previously, the estrogen was beginning to work on your ovaries, which was creating small little follicles that would later release eggs, which it's hoping to be fertilized. Your uterus is beginning to thicken. The lining of your uterus is beginning to make a home, hopefully for that fertilized egg. Going into day 12, you will also see more increased cervical mucal discharge, which is that thin, stretchy liquid that I referred to, which was so interesting, you guys, for me to be able to read that and know that and experiencing it as planned. So I was pretty much aware that today I would see more of this discharge. Also, the testosterone, you guys, is beginning to surge and spill over. And with the rise in testosterone, you're gonna have an increased libido, which is your sex drive. And it makes sense because testosterone is the main sex hormone for men. That explains why men and women have more increased sex drive with testosterone. There's increased facial hair growth, there's increased muscle mass with women. So one of the things that I really wanted to share with you guys, especially on day 12 with the increased testosterone, is as women just to be cautious of that. Yes, we want to seek balance in our life. It's good to have a good balance of feminine and masculine energy, but I feel that testosterone can sometimes overpower that femininity in women. And I don't know, you may not be into that, but I feel as though you should really just be careful because testosterone can get you in some trouble. I don't know, I just feel from previous experience that testosterone, it can overpower your decision making and your vulnerability as a woman. And I just want to remind you to remain grounded during this time of the cycle, and not to lose sight of your power and your choices as a woman. Don't allow the shift in hormones to put you in a situation where you have complete loss of your vulnerability and not cognizant of what it is that's going on within, right? Just use this time to just be careful when making decisions. Don't rush into things. Don't make brash decisions. Don't allow that masculine energy to take over, because at the end of the day, when things are said and done, you're the one that's going to have to deal with the consequences of your actions, right? Just remember to be more patient and in the feminine, because there's things that you can't undo. There's things that you can't unsay or take back. And at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to deal with the consequences, no one else. And I feel as though testosterone can push you over the edge a little bit in that sense, make you more, more masculine. And I think for women, a lot of bad decisions are made when they're not aware of that vulnerable state that they're in, find themselves in situations with men that they later regret, or blow-ups with friends saying things that they shouldn't have said. And I just want you guys to be aware. That's more about what these videos are about, just giving you some insight and some information to, think about and incorporate into your life. I just want you guys to be more accountable for your actions and have more power over your feminine energy, have more power over your vagina, right? So I hope this was helpful, and sorry I had to record here on my phone, but I think for the most part I came in and we accomplished something, I hope. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on day 13 of the 20-day menstrual cycle. And if this is your kind of thing, you guys subscribe, like, share. I'd like to continue to teach you guys about your body and empower you as a woman. So until next time.